You're listening to the Flip Houses Like a Girl podcast, where we educate, empower, and celebrate everyday women who are facing their fears, juggling family and business, embracing their awesomeness, and wholeheartedly chasing their dream of flipping houses. Each episode delivers honest-to-goodness tools, tips, and strategies you can implement today to get closer to your first or next successful house flip. Here's your spiky-haired, breakfast taco-loving host, house flipping coach, Debbie DeBeery.
Hey, how are you? Like, really, how are you? I think it's important that we answer that question honestly, because it's one of those questions that we throw around and we hear thrown around, and we typically answer with, oh, I'm fine. Oh, things are fine. I'm good. And sometimes we're just not. And it's okay to just not be okay. All right. So let's practice answering that question honestly. Let's just see how that goes. All right. So honestly, I'm doing okay. So for me, things are busy right now in a good way. I love buying houses this time of year. I love buying houses all times of year. But for some reason, this part of the year has always been my busiest buying. I don't know why. It's been like that since I bought my first investment property in 2005. So busy with that, busy with the kid, busy with sports, all the good stuff. And getting to support the women in the coaching program and celebrating their wins. And it's just so fantastic to see so many women not just doing this, but thriving and saying things to me like, oh my gosh, I finally, for the first time in my life, feel totally aligned with what I'm doing professionally. Wow, right? Like, that's powerful. Okay. Before we get into today's episode, I want to do a listener shout out. This one is Tammy from Naples, Florida. Hi, Tammy. Thank you for this review. She says, Debbie does a great job walking you through all the crucial steps of flipping a house. She's an awesome teacher and mentor, and I would highly recommend her podcast and training program to anyone getting into the business. Thanks, Debbie. Tammy, thank you so much. You are awesome. You've been such a wonderful support, and you're engaging in the community, and I'm just so glad that we crossed paths. Thank you for taking the time to leave a review, and not just about the podcast, but about the training program too. I'm super grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So today's episode, I want to talk about marketing, and specifically 6 things that you need to do to stand out. 6 things to have your marketing be more effective. 6 things to separate you from the herd of other investors that are likely marketing to the same potential sellers. So one of the things that I get pushback on or people have objections around is direct mail, right? They say, oh, it doesn't work. Well, we all know that it works because we get it in our mailboxes every single day. Huge national companies would not spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on direct mail if direct mail didn't work. Okay, so it absolutely works, but there's a better way to do it. And there's a way to do it where you blend in with the herd. So in this episode, we're talking about 6 ways to not blend in with the herd. Let's get into it. All right. The first thing, you have to make sure whatever kind of direct marketing you're doing, whether that's direct mail or Facebook ads, or online marketing, whatever you're doing, you need to make sure that your marketing is targeted. What do I mean by that? I mean that You want to make sure that you are reaching people who are more likely going to need your help, need your service, right? Need a solution you offer. For example, I wouldn't spend time or money marketing to somebody who just bought their house last month and it's brand new construction, right? That's not the target. That is not at all the kind of house you're going to buy and fix up and sell for a profit, right? That doesn't make any sense. So make sure the audience that you are sending mail to, marketing to online, whatever, is targeted. Okay? Number 2, make sure that the messaging is relevant to the audience. All right? Here's an example. If I'm sending letters to, let's say, a list of probate properties, right? If I'm sending letters to that audience, my messaging is going to be sensitive to that, right? It's going to be relevant to the audience. So I'm not going to send letters about foreclosure prevention to somebody who's not on a foreclosure list or pre-foreclosure list. That's not relevant. So immediately you've lost every possibility of that person saying, oh yeah, this person gets what I'm going through and can help me the best. I'm going to respond to them. No. All right. So number 1 is it needs to be targeted. Number 2, it needs to be relevant. And 3, it needs to be personal. So when you're sending out letters, when you're sending out postcards, you need to make sure that you aren't just saying all the things that the herd of investors say, because they're just saying it because others aren't saying it, right? So quick closing, all cash, no repairs needed, avoid realtor fees. Add more than that. You can have those things on there. That's fine. However, dig deeper. Get a deeper understanding of what the seller really needs, really wants. Because those things are fine, but those are superficial. If you can get deeper and use words that the seller might not even know to use about their situation, but when they read those words, they're like, oh my God, Debbie gets me. Wow. It makes me the no-brainer choice for them to reach out to. They are going to follow through on whatever that call to action is. We'll get to that in a minute. You've got to know them better than anyone else. That's the secret to marketing. All right. Number 4, be different. Okay. And that is really, that plays into number 3 as well, right? So being personal is absolutely being different. Be different. Don't just do the same thing that everyone else is doing. Be different. Stand out. If you send a letter, make sure that it's lumpy, right? Make sure there's something in there that gets the person to open the letter, because you are already putting yourself at a disadvantage if you're sending a letter, right? Because a postcard's easy to read. It's right there. I don't have to take the extra step of opening. So if somebody's going to take the extra step of opening an envelope, make it worthwhile. Have something lumpy in there. Get them curious so that they'll open it. All right. 100% of lumpy mail is going to get opened because we want to know what's in there. All right. So be different. Use a different color envelope. Use a different size envelope. Use a stamp. Handwrite your letters. All right. Handwrite. Okay. Be different. Number 5 is be solution oriented. So don't so much focus on problem, problem, problem. Let them know why you are different than the herd. All right. Let them know that you have solutions. You have multiple solutions that you can offer. Not every solution is right for everyone. If you have a toolkit, so to speak, of solutions that you can offer, you're the no-brainer choice. All right. All of our marketing needs to do a couple things. Let the person know on the other end, let your audience know, let that receiver of that marketing know you understand them better than anyone else. You are their clear choice to work with. And number two, that you have multiple solutions. You can help them, whatever their problem is. You're not just a one-trick pony, so to speak. All right, so be solution-oriented. And then finally, number 6, without this, you are throwing your money away. You have got to have a clear and easy call to action. What does that mean? So a call to action is, what do you want them to do? Do you want them to pick up the phone and call you? Do you want them to go to a website? Do you want them to text you? What is the call to action? Make that very clear, make it very obvious, and make it easy for them to do. If they have to click through 14 different things to get to the form you want them to fill out, you're going to lose them after the first click. Okay? Make it easy. Big, obvious, clear, and easy call to action. What action do you want them to take? And you better have an action on there. Every marketing has to have a call to action. It has to tell the person what is their next step. Lay it out. Text me at this phone number. I will respond within a few minutes and we'll set up a time to meet. Right? Whatever it is, tell them what to expect. Those 6 things will absolutely, first of all, not just amplify your marketing and magnify your results, they will set you up as the clear and obvious and only choice for that property owner to want to work with. All right, those 6 things. If you can nail those things, you will get to help more sellers, help more property owners, and help more houses, right? Save more houses, bring more houses back to life. That's what we're here for. All right, that was a super actionable episode. So go do the things, right? And if you're sick of being on the sideline and not taking action because you're scared and you don't want to do this alone, you don't have to. All right, get on my wait list because the women inside my program, first of all, the community is unbeatable. The place is awesome. All right. I guarantee you've never experienced anything like it. Secondly, we are closing on deals left and right. We have so many first flips happening right now. Yes, in the middle of a pandemic, right now. And they're smart flips and they're doing good in their communities. If you want to be part of something really incredible, we would love to have you. If you resonate with my message, if you resonate with my vibe, I know that you're going to love the other women inside the community. All right, go to firstflipdoneright.com, get on the wait list, and you'll have first dibs on the next opening. Because I give so much personal attention to people inside my community, I don't let a ton of people join at once. So it's on a rolling, ongoing basis. All right. So put your name on that list. You will be notified within a week or 2 of your chance to join. All right. firstflipdoneright.com. Until next time, go out there, flip houses like a girl, leave people and places better than you find them, and make it a great day. Bye, y'all.